Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word. Thanks for joining us as we are going through the book of Matthew, and right now we are in the story where we're talking about John the Baptist being killed. And we're in the second episode of that story. It's going to be 4 episodes total. 4 episodes total. So we're going to, we talked about yesterday how the guilt of sin will haunt you and how that sin was haunting Herod. Okay, today I want to talk about how people will hate you because you do not embrace or accept their sin. Okay, and that's taken from Matthew 14 verses 3 through 5. So let me read that here. Again, that's Matthew 14, 3 through 5. It says this: Now Herod had arrested John and bound him and put him in prison because of Herodias, his brother Philip's wife. For John had been saying to him, "It is not lawful for you to have her." Herod wanted to kill John, but he was afraid of the people because they considered John a prophet. Okay, let me turn back to Mark again. We turned back there yesterday because Mark gives a whole lot more details about this. All right, let's read here. Verse 17 of chapter 6 of Mark, it says, For Herod himself had given orders to have John arrested, and he had him bound and put in prison. He did this because Herodias, his brother's wife, Philip's wife. Now, it sounds confusing, but I'm going to explain it to you. He did this because of Herodias, his brother Philip's wife, whom he had married. For John had been saying to Herod, "It is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife." So Herodias nursed a grudge against John and wanted to kill him, but she was not able to because Herod feared John and protected him, knowing him to be a righteous and holy man. When Herod heard John, he was greatly puzzled, yet he liked to listen to him. Okay? So Herodias is the one that is nursing a grudge against John because he's not accepting her sin. And remember, the main point today is people will hate you because you do not embrace or accept their sin. Let me explain the whole situation with Herod here, okay? Herod, and Herod was kind of a title. And there was several Herods, and then you have the brothers, and the kingdom is kind of divided up. Herod had a brother named Philip, okay? So Herod one day, he's traveling to Rome. During this time, he is married to a woman, okay? And this is actually the daughter of another king someplace. He's on his way to Rome, and he thinks, oh, I'm going to go visit my brother Philip, okay? So he goes to visit his brother Philip. While he's there, he falls in love with Philip's wife named Herodias, okay? And Herod gets Herodias to marry him, okay? Divorce Philip and marry him, okay? And in the meantime, he needs to divorce the wife he had that is the princess of another kingdom, okay? So he does that. He gets rid of his wife, and then he seduces Philip's wife, named Herodias, and she comes and lives with Herod. So now you have Herod and Herodias, the new wife, living there, okay? They have a daughter, and her name is Salome, okay? So they have this daughter, and the daughter is the daughter of Philip, okay? So all this, it's a mess, okay? It's a sinful mess. While they are there, John the Baptist confronts him and says, "It is unlawful for you to have your brother's wife." Okay? Now, Herod was like, it didn't bother him a whole lot, I guess, and he was interested in what John the Baptist was saying. The Bible tells us he was interested. He wasn't committed, but he was interested. He was intrigued by him, okay? So he wanted to hear him, but he wasn't going to commit to anything he said. However, Herodias, the wife, was very offended because John the Baptist was pointing out, you're living in sin, okay? Naturally, she didn't like that too much, okay? And she wanted him dead, okay? But she didn't have the power to kill John the Baptist. Only Herod did. And Herod did not want to do it because John the Baptist was popular with the people. Okay, so he's kind of in a quandary. You're going to see how this develops later in the next 2 days as the story develops. But right now we're at a point where Herodias hates John the Baptist because he is not embracing or accepting of her sin. Okay, and he's pointing it out, and she hates him for that. You're going to find that out in your lives today, that you will point out sin to somebody, and not to be judgmental necessarily, but you're just pointing out obvious sin, that you need to repent of. You're going to find out when you do that, people are going to hate you for that. All right, they want to live the life the way they want to, and when you point out that they're living in sin, it's like, oh no, you're a bigot, and so forth. So that is still happening today, and that's what I wanted to point out. You think this is just happening back then? No, it's still happening today, and it happened here in this story, and that's why this story will develop into a very bad situation here at the end. But you will find out that people will hate you because you do not embrace or accept their sin. Okay? Thank you for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through the book of Matthew. Lord's blessing. See you then.